Leetcode problem 1807. Evaluate the bracket pairs of a string. So let me first explain the problem. So this problem is that we are giving a string and there will be open and close parentheses. So there is no nested parentheses, so that is okay. This means definitely we can find an open and close parentheses for each of the pair. So if we find an open and close parentheses inside that, there will be a k. For example, this k is name. So for the name, there is a value that is Bob. So we're gonna replace the name with parentheses to the value Bob. So here gonna be a Bob is, and for the age similarly we're gonna do the same. So for age it's gonna be 2 years old. So this is gonna be the first answer. So for the second result is that we are also checking this name, but there's no name inside the k because k is a. If there's no name, so we're gonna replace the name with parentheses with this question mark. So this is gonna be the second case. Yes, definitely we're gonna return this kind of a string. Now let's try to solve the problem. Basically, I'm gonna use a list group to solve it. The list group idea is that basically it is a while loop. So inside of the while loop, I'm gonna check the open and close parentheses. If I find open and close parentheses, I'm gonna replace it with my value. If there's no value, I'm gonna replace it with a question mark. Yeah. Now let's try to solve it. Before that, I'm gonna prepare a dictionary. So I'm gonna use a default and dict, and inside I'm gonna use a string, or you can use a lambda function. So I'm gonna use a lambda function, and I'm gonna give a value of question mark. Yeah, so this means if there's no case, for example, there's no this name, there's no case, definitely I'm gonna return I'm gonna get a question mark. This is for the second case. Yeah, now let's just check the k and the value inside the knowledge array, and we're gonna put it inside. So d with k should equal to the value. So we just set the k value pairs for the knowledge. Now we are going to check the string s. So I'm gonna set a I equal to 0. So while I less than the length of the string, so I'm gonna check if this si equal to open parentheses. If it is equal, so I'm gonna set a z. So z gonna be I plus 1. I'm gonna check it. So while z less than length of the string, and sj are not equal to the close parentheses. Now z should plus equal to 1, and after that I'm gonna replace it. So the result, I'm gonna set a final result. So the final result gonna be an empty string. Yeah. Now for the result, it's gonna be equal plus equal to my target string. So it's gonna be starting from. So here is this z, and z plus equal to 1. So it means it's gonna be starting from I plus 1. So it's gonna be the open parentheses, and then I'm gonna also include but I don't need to get the open parentheses. I just need to get the k value pairs. I just need to get this name. Yeah, it means I plus 1. It's gonna be starting from this n. It is name, and it's gonna end with this z. Basically, it is the name. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the values. So after that, I'm gonna set the index I should equal to z plus 1, because for the next while loop, I'm going to list the next group. So basically, for example here, I'm gonna start from this age. Yeah. So this is the first case. So the second case is that if it is open, so if it is a normal character, so my result just plus equal to this si, and I plus equal to 1, and finally I'm gonna return the result. So this is a basic template of a list group, and we can use this kind of a list group idea to solve a lot of Leetcode medium problems. Yeah. Now I think we've solved the problem. Now let's just submit it to try. Let's just check what is wrong with it. So name is 8 years old. Yeah, because I didn't use the dictionary. Yeah, now I would like to use the dictionary. It's gonna be the D with this string, and I'm gonna get the final result. Yeah, now let me just run it to check. As you can see, it works. I think from this question, you can not only learn about the list group idea from here, but you can also learn about this kind of lambda function. So this means if you can prepare a string, of course, but you have to check if you can prepare a string, and you have to check if it is not inside, what's gonna happen. So here we directly check if it is inside, but if it is not inside, you have to get a question mark. Yeah, but if we just use a lambda function, this means our lambda function is a string with question mark. If we didn't find it for our hash table, definitely we're gonna get a question mark. I think this is a clever way to solve this kind of a problem. Otherwise, you're gonna need a lot of lines, maybe more than 4 or 5 lines to finish this idea. Yeah. Now let me submit it to check if it works. As you can see, it works and it's pretty fast. Now let's analyze the time complexity. As the length of the string is 10 to the power of 5, so this is a dictionary and this is a k-value pair. So this is a OK because this is for knowledge, it's 10 to the power of 5. Up to here, the time complexity is 10 to the power of 5. And here, this is just a list group idea. So from here, this is also 10 to the power of 5. I think this is going to be the final time complexity. Thank you for watching. See you next time.